Hey guys, Dan here with a quick beer review, taking a break from the Hockey Yeast Experiment reviews to do a beer that another homebrewer sent me, Mangeeknetwork. He sent me two black IPAs of his. B Meyer 44 just posted a review of it, so like her, I've already had it, and I thought I would go ahead and do my review and put it up. I'm going to try not to be too influenced by B Meyer 44's review. I know my palate's totally different than hers. So I'll give my take on it. Like she said, he did have some issues with his water. It was a 5-gallon ingredients for 5 gallons of beer, but it came out to 3.5 or so. So without further ado, let's give it a try. Thanks, by the way, Mangeeknetwork, for sending me this. I am honored by that. Appreciate it very much. I'm going to give it a little more gentle pour than B Meyer 44 did. Try not to get as much head, because this one is pretty carbonated. It's very dark, as expected, for Black IPA. By the way, at the end of the video I'm going to put a link to Brewing TV's episode on Black IPAs for a little bit of a history lesson and how to brew them and stuff like that. In this, I'm not going to give you the exact recipe because I don't know if he wants it given out, but it's basically got 2-row, a little bit of Munich malt, a little bit of Crystal 80, some Carafa 3, some Carapils. For bittering, you used Warrior, and then you used Amarillo, and Columbus for all the rest of the hops. So yeah, pretty good head on it. Even with a gentle pour, you got a good finger head on it. Let's get the smell. Smells really malty in a roasty kind of way. Definitely get more roast than hops in the aroma. I don't think that he dry hopped it at all. Oh, he did dry hop for 7 days with Amarillo. Okay. And you might get a little bit of hop aroma, not too much. Mostly get like a breadiness, a little bit of breadiness, a little bit of maltiness, roastedness. Searching for like a tropical fruit from the Amarillo maybe, but having a hard time picking that one out. Let's give it a try. Yeah, at the front of the tongue is a lot of bitterness, both from the hops and maybe a little bit from the Carafa 3. Not a whole lot. I think it's mostly from the hops. Now the thing with this beer, and B Meyer 44, I don't think she really pointed it out, it has a pretty good mouthfeel on this beer because of the dextrin, and I think that mouthfeel kind of cuts through the hop bitterness and gives it that balance. You get a little bit of roastiness from the malts. Fairly bitter, like B Meyer 44 said, dry finish. It's pretty hoppy, pretty bitter, really malty. Now, for my palate, I like big hoppy, malty beers. I like West Coast IPAs. I know B Meyer 44 prefers stouts that have less IBUs in them. For me, this is pretty good. I think this is a good beer, even though it wasn't maybe your intended goal. It would have been a little, like B Meyer 44 said, a little watered down. I think it's better like this. If you were going to go for more of the hops, you might maybe cut down the dextrin a little bit if you wanted to take it in that direction. Otherwise, I mean, I think I would brew 5 gallons of this as is. Okay, so final notes. I've been sipping this and relaxing a little bit. You get a little bit different flavors when you do that on these big beers, I think. You get a little bit of the tropical fruitiness from the Amarillo, I think. It's very, very subtle on the tongue, but it's definitely there if you just sit back and relax and sip on this beer. Yeah, I like this beer a lot. I like it because it's not too roasty, like a lot of the commercial black IPAs tend to be. I think sometimes they just slap black IPA on a hoppy porter just because it sells better that way, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, this doesn't have that, not too much roasty, doesn't have that toffee caramel flavor that a lot of the big black IPAs have. One comes to mind, Uinta's Doobie. That one borderlines on too much toffee, too much caramel, too much sweetness. This is definitely dry. I like that about a black IPA. Yet it still has the mouthfeel from the dextrin to balance out the bitterness. So Mangeeknetwork, I think you did a really good job on this. Cheers, and thanks a lot for sending this to me. If you guys haven't already, check out Mangeeknetwork's channel. He is a veteran and Marine, so check him out. Also, I'll have somewhere linked the Brewing TV episode on black IPAs for you guys who want to know about the history and what's supposed to be in black IPAs, the difference between that and a hoppy porter or hoppy stout. Cheers.